Alright, in today's video we've got 80s movie cliches checked. Awesome 80s hairdos checked. Gratuitous boob scenes checked. We're looking at the 80s teen slasher gem, Slumber Party Massacre. Welcome to Horror 66, where we do reviews and recommendations to guide you down the road of horror. If you're a horror fan, please subscribe to the channel. I'm Zane, and in this video we're looking at the 80s classic, Slumber Party Massacre. I've put a link to Amazon in the description so you can check out the current pricing, and also you can view it on Amazon Prime if you have it. And if you don't have Amazon Prime, I really recommend it as it's full of great horror movies. You can click on the link, get a free 30-day trial, and you can start watching the horror movies right away. Slumber Party Massacre is a teen slasher film, but the teens in this movie clearly are adults, which kind of adds to the fun of this movie. Their high school basketball coach looks like she's the same age as they are.
The basketball team is planning a party. A slumber party to bare their souls. All the girls are coming, except Mary and Linda.
There isn't much of a story here. One of the main characters, Trish, is having a slumber party with all of her friends while her parents are out of town. There are multiple instances of breaking news on the radio where they say that police are searching for a mass murderer who's on the loose. But every time it comes on, Trish just turns it off.
And they won't be missed. The party begins at 8 o'clock. It's a slumber party for old time's sake. But be on the lookout for an uninvited guest.
As the party begins, Trish's friends begin to disappear, and no one really even notices. There doesn't appear to be a backstory on the killer, why he kills, why he chose Trish and her friends, or anything really on the killer, which is fine. A little mystery is alright every now and then, but I do enjoy a good backstory or some good lore in a horror movie. There are a few gratuitous boob scenes where the girls shower together and get changed in front of each other. It adds nothing to the story, but if that's your sort of thing, you should really enjoy that aspect of the film. The hairdos are big, the 80s movies cliches are all over this film, but where I really think that Slumber Party Massacre excelled was in the jump scares. There are numerous jump scare moments in this movie, maybe even too many, but I actually really enjoyed all of them.
When the pizza arrives, things really start jumping. Some people may have to leave early, but others will hang around and hang around.
Courtney, you're underage. Negative. Come on, let's go.
There are some scenes with some really interesting lighting going on where you can see that the set lighting's being moved to try to get more light onto that specific shot. But for the most part, Slumber Party Massacre looked alright. The shot selections were decent, some of the angles were really interesting, and the editing was done pretty good too. Honestly, I'm really happy that I watched Slumber Party Massacre, as I'm always on the hunt for super campy 80s horror movies. Which brings me to a question for you. Do you have an 80s campy horror movie that I should check out? Let me know in the comments below. All in all, I would say that if you're like me and enjoy a fun 80s horror movie every now and then, you should give Slumber Party Massacre a watch. One of the things that made this really fun for me is when I was a kid, I used to rent movies all the time. And I remember seeing Slumber Party Massacre when I would go to the video store, and I remember thinking how cool the cover looked, and I really wanted to get it, but I was never allowed to rent it. And now finally, many years later, I finally got to watch Slumber Party Massacre, and I'm pretty sure I enjoyed it more now than I would have then. If you enjoyed this review and would like to see more from us, please subscribe to the channel. We've got more Amazon Prime horror movie reviews on the way, or already posted depending on when you watch this. Plus we've got many other horror movie reviews coming, and there's some already posted. Thank you so much for giving this video a watch and for watching this far into the video. If you made it this far, give a little hashtag #MadeIt in the comments below and we'll know what you mean. For Horror 66, I'm Zane, and we'll see you in the next video.